Hey, it's Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. We're here at MSP Expo. It's part of the 40th IT Expo Tech Super Show. It's February 2023, and we are in sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Thanks for watching. Amelia Paro is with us. She's with Kaseya. Amelia, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for being here. Thanks for having this event. It's been a great event so far, so thrilled to be here.
Fantastic, and we're thrilled to have you. For those people who may not be familiar with your company, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Absolutely, love to. So Kaseya, we provide IT and security management tools for the do-it-all IT professional. So what's that, you ask? Well, the do-it-all IT professional is MSP, right? Or whatever the flavor, VAR, ISP, outsourced IT provider, and also internal IT. So IT departments are just as, feel the crunch just as much as MSPs about having to do more with less, right? Because while the demands and the consumption of IT for business as a whole have gone up, budgets really haven't. So it's still about doing more with less. So our tools are purpose-built and purpose-driven for the do-it-all IT professional, internal IT, and MSP. So what we do is we provide over 40 different tools that solve the problems that MSPs and internal IT face, right? So security, compliance, documentation, networking, so like devices, hardware, goodness gracious, ticketing, remote manage and monitor, all of the solutions that are critical to have in your stack as an MSP or internal IT. We provide best of breed solutions that fit into that stack. But here's the key thing of what makes it different, why our tools are so loved around the globe. It's because we have integrations between all our tools, not cosmetic integrations, but true workflow integrations. Why is that important? Because it allows the MSP, the internal IT, to make their techs more efficient, right? So they're spending less time between the tools that they have to use every single day. If it's all in a single pane of glass, it really drives efficiencies, allows them to serve the customer with less clicks. So that means if you're an MSP, you can be more profitable, right? You can do more with less in a true do more with less, right? If you're an internal IT, it's going to help keep that, the budget spend down, right? And allow you to serve the customer, which is the company, the end user, in less clicks, get more done, resolve more tickets, right? Keep the executives, the stockholders happy, right? Same thing with an MSP. Less clicks to serve the customer, serve more customers in a day, be more profitable, drive more revenue, and improve their business day over day. So it's really, really a great platform. It's called the IT Complete platform. And I've seen it. I'm a nerd at heart, right? And it's visionary. It's great. It really is amazing.
And you gave an amazing keynote earlier today, and part of the keynote was a survey that you took that had some amazing insight on the managed service provider business. Can you share some of that with us?
Yeah, absolutely. So this report is, it's really driven by Datto, one of the companies in our portfolio. And every year we survey close to 2,000 MSPs around the globe. And full disclosure, not all of them are our customers. In fact, only 20% are our customers. So it really is a true thought leadership. The survey results are provided so that our customers, those in the industry, all of us in the tech space, can look at these results, right? See what's going on around the globe. If you're an MSP, you can gauge what your peers are doing, their successes, what's keeping them up at night, right? We all sometimes think that we're alone in this battle. We're not, right? Some of the things that you are causing you concern, there's many other MSPs around the globe that have the same concern. So how are they addressing these challenges? What are they doing to improve, to drive efficiencies, to reduce the things that they're stressing about, right? Competition, interestingly enough, rose to the top of like the list of things that is keeping MSPs up at night, which I thought was really interesting, because if you think of the list of things that keeps MSPs up at night, I'm sure it's a really long list, right? Recovering MSP myself, so it's a long list. So for competition to be the top thing that is keeping MSPs up at night, that's a very interesting stat and different from the historical reports that we've done. So what does that mean? Well, the MSP market is maturing, right? Most MSPs have been an MSP for about 6 to 11 years, right? So there's some maturation in that model, but there's also new players coming to the MSP market. Why? Because the MSP is the greatest market right now. 95% of MSPs agree, yes, it is a great time to be an MSP, and I don't disagree with that at all. I am absolutely 100% agree, but it's not without challenges, right? So, it's back to kind of the competition. The market is maturing, there's new players coming in, more established MSPs. There's going to be more competition. So what are you doing to get market share, to keep market share, right? And there's things that you can do, and a lot of that is laid out in this report, and that's why it's such a valuable report. It's the Datto Global State of the MSP report. It's available online. You can download it. It's a free resource, right? I highly recommend everyone check it out, even if you're not an MSP, internal IT, even vendors, right? There's great insight in that report to help kind of gauge what the current landscape of the MSP market, the internal IT market, and what's going on. What are some forward-looking projections.
Now, for those people who aren't familiar or they just don't keep track of these things as well as we do, and especially you, we've got a lot of M&A that your company's done. Can you just put it in perspective? You mentioned Datto. What companies do you own? And then just so everyone understands how they work together synergistically and anything else they should know.
That's a great question. So Kaseya is the overarching brand, and in the last 5 years, I hope I get them all. We've acquired lots of best of breed tools, right? So ID Agent is one of ours. Rapid Fire Tools is one of ours. Unitrends is one of ours. Rocket Cyber is one of ours. I know there's a bunch that were. Graphis is one of ours. Goodness gracious. Compliance Manager is one of ours. There's probably more that I'm forgetting, but one of the things that our CEO said is, too often when a company acquires other companies, they dissolve those acquisitions into the larger organization. And because we acquired best of breed tools, they came with their own following and their own recognition, and our CEO didn't want to just dissolve that.
He's very smart.
Right, and and look, I came to Kaseya through an acquisition. I mentioned I was a former recovering MSP. I joined ID Agent, and ID Agent was then acquired by Kaseya, so now I'm part of Kaseya. But really, it's more about, yes, these tools have their own brand name, but the bottom line is they're best of breed, and that's what's important. And the things that we are doing with these best of breed tools that serve all the functions of the do-it-all IT professional is really kind of the most important thing that we're doing.
So working with you, an MSP can get access to the best of breed tools. They just have to keep in mind some of the brand names. There are a few names they need to deal with, but overall it's the same parent company, which allows you a more seamless experience to acquire and to work, have these things interoperate with each other.
Absolutely, yep. Yeah, so the workflow integrations, again, because we own these tools, we own the code, we own the back end, right? We can really ensure that the integrations between the tools, the integrations that drive the efficiencies and allow you to do more with less, are true workflow integrations and not cosmetic, right? So if you think about cosmetic integration, it's dependent on two separate organizations, two separate companies to update at the same time and keep the code, from not breaking at the same time. And if you think about how often that doesn't always happen, right? So you've got a great integration, but it doesn't do any good if the code breaks on one side or the other. We've all had to deal with that. It's very frustrating, right? So the fact that we own all these tools, we can ensure that the workflow integrations are that true workflow integrations. They're not going to break. And also because we own the code, it allows us to keep the code architecture of the tools separate for obvious security reasons.
Anything else we should know?
You know, one of the things that we've really doubled and tripled down on this year is our partner program, so our MSP enablement program. We have tripled the amount of staff, people like me, and other support individuals, people that came from the MSP space, people that are more technical, right? Great individuals. So we've tripled our staff to be able to serve our MSP partners. We've doubled down on our MDF funds. So if you are one of our partners, or even if you're not, Powered Services is one of the most powerful MSP support programs out there. It literally is a business coach and a sales and marketing department, a salesperson all in one, and it's available to all of our partners. So, you know, I highly encourage you to check out the Powered Services program, our enablement program. If you're not doing MDF, we've got a team set up to help you, you know, have a great revenue driving, lead driving event for your MSP, and it's not going to be a huge lift from you. We've gotten a team, a process in place, makes it about as easy as possible. So really, really focused on the success of our partners this year. So a lot of great things are going to be happening this year. I'm very excited. Everyone else should be excited, and keep an eye out for more great things, more announcements for our partner program this year and in the years to come.
Thanks for being here.
All right, thank you, appreciate it.